Hello friends. Now I would like to present my analysis on the auto index. It has been doing extremely well, and there are concerns around the fact that it has been giving like a meteoric rise, and is it getting overvalued, and will the auto stocks correct? Are we looking at a correction in the short term? So I just thought I'll give my particular view on the auto index. Um, so if you were to see, the auto index gave a breakout here, which was around May of 23, and since then it has been in a extremely good uptrend. Now, you can see it is following the 20-day moving average and the 50-day moving average very, very cleanly, right? So that is one thing. Second thing, if we were to look at the if you were to make a trend line, right, it has been following this trend line in the short term, and in the very short term, I think it has been following a more steeper trend line, which is this one, right? So it's a more steeper trend line as such. So we can simply follow this trend line and look for a consolidation slash correction only if it breaks this particular trend line, or if it were to break uh, decisively below the 20-day moving average, or the 50-day moving average, right? Because the 20-day moving average, it breaks and then it comes back violently up here. So you can see here it broke the 20-day moving average, but did not sustain, came back rapidly up, broke, came back rapidly up, right? So 20-day moving average, you'll have to kind of wait and watch if it continues to give 2 or 3 red candles and were to break 50-day moving average. I would follow the 50-day moving average if I were a positional investor, and not the 20-day moving average, because it is in a very, very strong uptrend. And so one, you could look at this trend line and see if it were to come beyond this, and then break this trend line, and then the 10-day moving average, and eventually if it were to break the 50-day moving average, only then I would consider there is some weakness in the auto index as such. Yes, again, it is obviously, given a meteoric rise, there is a possibility of a consolidation slash correction, but the market has to tell us when will that happen. We don't have to second guess it. Yeah, there are means and methods to do that, but why should we do that and complicate our lives if the auto index can just tell us by itself, right? So let's just wait for that to happen, and that is where I felt that I should kind of give my analysis on the auto index. Very simple, nothing much else to speak about in this particular index. And whoever is holding the auto stocks, I'm sure you had a great ride and continue to hold them. I hold a few of these stocks as well, with Tata Motors being my favorite one. So let's see, where does it go. So great, thank you so much for listening into this particular analysis. And as always, I'll come back with another analysis. And if you do like my analysis, please do follow and subscribe to my channel, Nitins Picks, and I'll come back with another analysis. Thank you, bye bye, and have a great day ahead.